We need to do better. We need to do better. We might win the league, but that's about it. I'm not saying. Madrid won Juventus Mill. I will say I didn't watch the first half. I was arguing with my brother about, you know, which achievements are great or whatever. But this game was boring. This is gonna be a short video. Might even be just for myself because at this point this is a boring game, and I have much more negatives and positives to say about it. Vinny, yeah, he does his thing. Like, he's moving like Mo Salah. Like, we have 1 in 90. He could give you a brilliance, but besides that, you're not getting much. Jude Bellingham, he's my guy. It seems like, and I watched the first half, but it seems like he flowed into the game a bit more, especially from the second half perspective. It was a little okay-ish for his. But my alarm kicked off. My video stopped. Jude, yeah, it was okay. He was getting into the game a bit more later in the second half, and you saw the little tricks and flicks that he did at the end with the keep ups, which is nice. Mbappe, I wish he could have scored that game. He had the chances, so I can't even say he didn't have the chance. Now it seems like Haaland, Mbappe, and Kane is going to take off from here on end. But just one game. He killed his streak, but it's fine. You know, at the end of the day, it's how many goals, how many wins you get. I think Mbappe would be dominant on both those fronts by the end of the year. My issue with Madrid now, after seeing this game, is we're not good defensively. We're shaky defensively. Like, we might skate by, but when you see teams like Arsenal, which is solid defensively, and they have like the haram set piece ball, if Madrid plays Arsenal, it's a wrap. Any other team like Liverpool, I don't know. We'll see. We'll play Liverpool soon. But Arsenal, it's a wrap. Bayern Munich, I think it's a wrap as well. So we have to like develop a team cohesiveness as well as defensive cohesiveness. Team meaning that there needs to be a way for us to score it, and it's just not like Mbappe. This time it was Vinny individual brilliance into a classic Jude false nine-ish role, late in the box, Fox in the box, tap-ins, which is good. And I think that's a good avenue to implement. Gula finds Jude, and Mbappe. Gula finds Mbappe. Mbappe does his magic. Vinny is kind of like the second striker, that Lampard role, I would say. I don't mind that as a tactic, but we need to do something. It can't just be Mbappe. This time it was Jude, but it can't just be Mbappe. And defensively, if Mbappe is not scoring, we need a solid defensive unit. When they had their chances, and they just weren't clinical. Dusan wasn't clinical. Well, that's one of my issues with Thibaut Courtois. He just stays in his net. Someone like Alisson Davirari would be outside kicking there and clearing the ball before he even gets to that one-on-one chance. But anyways, that's a me thing. But defensively, that area between the Gula-ish, LCM-ish area, Alvaro and Eder area needs to be like fixed. Those long balls those like thread the needle long balls cannot be happening. And they had too many chances near the dying embers to score a goal. Like, we didn't care. First off, this is like in the Santiago. You're in front of your fans. Like, put 110% effort in. Maybe it's because of all the games being played. I think that's probably a major factor, but this is where like squad depth comes in. I understand King Killian because he wants to continue the streak. Unfortunately, didn't. But this is where you play like Endrick. I don't know what's happening with Endrick. I think Joan Martinez, the kid, the center back, is back. You start him like in the 80th minute or so. Maybe not against Juventus, but like moving forward, so you have more squad depth, so people aren't tired. He put in Fran Garcia, which is good. And Camavinga's coming back from injury, which is good. You don't want to agitate past injuries, so that's why he's being careful with Camavinga in that sense. But I don't know. Gonna be a very short video. We need to do more defensively, especially since El Classico coming up. El Classico. I don't know whose stadium it is. I don't know whose stadium. I think it's ours because Barcelona played home last stadium, I believe. We need to do more. I think maybe that our heads is more focused on El Classico because it's like a big staple in all of football. And there's a lot of bragging rights, more so than winning or losing in the league, Champions League phase. But yeah, moving forward for our Classico, let me say my 2 cents in it. I think Sound like Barcelona's on form. Rafinha's not even playing. Rashford's just shooting. He is scoring. They played Joe last game yesterday. Let's see if he plays. William Bergardia is not going to play. It's going to be Yamal. Yamal's still toasting people. Fermin Lopez is also like a danger threat. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how Mbappe is feeling. I predict it's going to be the Mbappe Lamine game. Mbappe Yamal game, my bad. King Kylian and Yamal. But we'll see. As for this game, I don't think it's good enough. A win's a win. We'll see how far a win takes us. It's a league phase. All Madrid, but I need more. I think all Madrid fans, when they look at the game, they need more. They need more energy. They need more surgeons. Not surgeons, but they need more direction of how the team is going to play. It seems like it's still Goulet now, but it's not like concrete. How do we progress the ball? I don't know. We've been doing a lot of long balls. I don't know how effective that is against a team like Arsenal or Man City or Bayern Munich. Anyways, but it's nice to have these issues early now, especially when we're winning, where we could develop upon that in January. But until then, it's like, let's see if we get like an identity under Xabi Alonso. Because wins are coming, but it's more of identity. So when we face actual opposition, last time we faced Atletico Madrid was 5-2. The team that lost to Arsenal 4-0. The team that beat us like 5-2 over aggregate last year, Arsenal. So it's like we need something more than just like these passing wins, in which we should be dominating Juventus. Juventus is not a top team anymore. It's not an achievement like it would have been 10 years ago when they had Pogba, Pirlo, and Vidal or something, or Marquinhos. But I'm just like, and they subbed off Yildiz anyways, like the 70th minute. But a win's a win. You can't complain. We go again. Our Classico is going to be a big one. Shout out Yamal, shout out Mbappe. Stay tuned for that one. Anyways, easy guys.